Hi, welcome to Scratch to Table with Trang, and that's me. So today we're going to make bone broth. So in order to make a good bone broth, you need a assorted amount of bones. So we have chicken feet. Alright, so this is beef bone marrow. It's great because the bone marrow is really nutritious and good for you. And the oxtail, beef oxtail and beef bone neck. Or you can do pork. It's a assortment of different bone. What you need is the collagen. That's why you need the chicken feet. So to bring out the bone broth, to make it more delicious, is you want to grill it or bake it in the oven, but it'll be like for an hour. So I put everything here in the air fryer, right? The air fryer is the best thing to do. So we have the onion, we have the bone, and then what we need is some ginger. So I like to smash my ginger so it will create a breakage, so all this good stuff will come out from it. And then we just put it in the air fryer. Alright, and you just hit it on high. And for about 15 minutes, and it's good to put in your stock. The chicken feet, you don't have to put it into the air fryer. You can just put it right into your stock. Okay, so now we are going to drain the stock. And you can eat these bones too. You know, the meat, the bone marrow is really good for you.
You do like lamb?
Lamb?
Yep. Too fatty.
You can do any bone you want. You can do meat too, but it's more expensive. You know, bone broth, the key is because you're going to drink a lot of it, you need the bone. And you need to put stuff in there that has collagen. That's why chicken feet is in there. Because it will release the collagen from it. Use cheesecloth and any towel, but I use paper towels, disposable, to put it in here, and you get rid of all the stuff by doing the paper towel. See, you see how it's stripping and all the,
Yep.
so that, and
So if you were doing it on the stove top, would you do it for longer than it is?
yeah, if it's a stove top, it will be 12 to 16 hours. So overnight, you can do it in a crock pot, you can do a slow cooker, but Instapot is the way to go because it's 3 hours. All right, so this should be done by now. For the, see how nicely it is. See if you can see it here. All right. See, nice and brown.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do it too long. And you get your Instapot. This way you can do any way. You can do it overnight in your slow cooker. But everybody's slow cooker is different, okay? So sometimes if strong, you want to turn it on high, and then you want to turn it down to simmer or low, the lowest setting possible. So now we put everything that we cook. You see how fragrant it is? Can you smell it? That's just by grilling it to bring out the flavor. High heat. And then we'll put the rest of it in here. So, besides adding, the basic is adding the onion and the ginger, but you can also add turmeric. And to get a good bone broth, you have to add something acidic. So you can do apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, white wine, red wine, depending on what you want, vermouth or something acidic to bring it out, just about a quarter cup. You can put a little more, but you just test your recipe, how you like it the first time you do it. and then you find out if you like it or not. So once we put everything into a pot, you just put it water above the bones. Make sure you don't go over the maximum line, otherwise when it boils on the pressure cooker in the Instapot, it will come all over the place, and that is not pretty. Okay, after you drain the bone broth out, so you all these stuff right here, and then you have your stock. If you have time, you want to leave the stock overnight. That way, all the fat, it will congeal and you can take it off and throw it up, right? So if we put this overnight in the fridge, anything that's fat will harden, you can throw it out. But a little fat is good, you know, it adds flavor. So now this is where you can make your bone broth. You can sip it by itself, add a little salt and pepper. You can do other spices like tarragon, thymes, you know, fresh herb. You can put it in, make a soup, or you put it in with your bone broth. I forgot to tell you that. You can do celery, any vegetable, the ends or whatever, to save it and put it in the freezer, and you can put it in with the bone broth. So anything that you don't want to eat, leftover vegetable, ooh, even roast chicken. You know, roast chicken, any meat, save the bone, and you can make bone broth with it. And this bone broth, actually, I can save it and reuse it 2 more times. So the 3rd time is actually where it will be the least potent. But you can actually reuse the bone again. A total of 3 times, but each time it deteriorates the collagen and everything, but you still can use it. So here I'm going to make something where East meet West. So instead of your regular chicken noodle, who want to drink bone broth every single day with no flavor, right? So we're going to make some soup, and we're going to add different stuff in there that you can eat. So with this bone broth, you can season it up, and you can control your salt. So why buy all those chicken broth container, right? All those low sodium, still a lot of sodium. I didn't even put any salt in here. So now we can add our whole salt and pepper. Cut! I forgot to get some pepper. Alright, so you put your broth in here. I have my Himalayan salt, which is good for you, right? You can do any kind of seasoning you like. A little salt, a little pepper. It goes a long way. And if you like spicy, you can add peppers, hot peppers. And the key here is adding a little chicken bouillon seasoning. Alright? Just a little bit. Make it season really well. And of course, a dash fish sauce. That's why East meet West. Just put a little bit in there, like, you know, a teaspoon. That's all. And it's to your taste. And this is Vietnamese chicken noodle. That's how I would call it. You can create your own. So this is vermicelli noodles. You can buy it at the Asian store. Now I think they stock it at Stop and Shop too, in the international section. So it's called bean thread, vermicelli noodles, soybean noodles. It's white, it's dry, and you just plop it in there. It's like your chicken noodle soup. And then I like to add a little veggie. See, you just add a little veggie in there. So you guys like green bean, asparagus? Okay, add a little green bean, asparagus. How about tofu? Yeah. You like tofu too? All right. See, you can add anything you like. And it cooks really quickly. How's that? Can you see that? Deliciousness. All right, it only took about 5 to 8 minutes. And so you get some little noodles here. Let our audience taste. You know, it's pandemic, so I have 3 in the audience. One is the video camera woman. And her name is Teresa. Thank you for coming to help me video. Alright, and then I put a little cilantro in there. I love all my soup with cilantro. And then a squirt of lemon juice. You tell me what do you think, how it tastes with the cilantro and the lemon juice. Here you go. Alright, now let's zoom in on them for their first bite. See what they say. Was it easy and was it good? Is it delicious? And you can add more salt and pepper if you think it needs more seasoning.
Want me to taste it, or you
Yes.
want me to wait for?
Oh, wait.
Smells really good.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, Teresa, you can put it on there. No, okay. All right, so what do you think? Your first bite?
There's a richness to the broth, which obviously comes from the bone.
Yes.
That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay. But it has enough salt and pepper for you?
Oh, now I'm
Yeah.
thinking of the cilantro, which is a nice flavor.
Yeah.
You can taste the lemon in here as well.
Mm-hmm.
You get all these different flavors coming together. It's nice.
It's my Vietnamese chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, the broth has a very interesting and sort of complex sort of
flavor.
flavors. It's almost like it doesn't need that much salt because it has its own flavor.
Right. So that's why it's so healthy for you. You see, I barely put any salt in there.
Right. The tofu is picking up the flavor of the broth now.
Yes.
Too.
Mm-hmm. But you see how you have your bone broth, and from there you can make any soup you want, really. You can do your bean soup, American soup, Asian soup. You can use your broth as a gravy to thicken up your veggie, anything you want to do. And we can have more of those recipes later.
Good, good.
All right, so that is for bone broth. Thank you for watching Scratch to Table. See you soon.